Good morning. I am all packed up. It's about 6:30. Trying to make it to Blue Lake. Just because I know that's where the cutoffs are. So if the rest of the hikers, the big group that's in front of me, are gonna take the cutoffs because they already looked at the red line, then that's where they would take the cutoff. So try to make it there before 8:30, so hopefully I can make it there, but it's about 4 miles away from here. So all right, sun's coming out, beautiful, but it is cold. My socks were frozen last night, so that is the trail, and that at the bottom there, it's where it rolls off, so gotta be paying attention. I finally made it to Blue Lake. Oh my gosh, I thought I was never gonna make it here. Oof. Very uneventful, but alright, gotta keep going, make sure I don't bump into anybody else. Look what I found on the side of Blue Lake. It is on the red line, so pretty neat, huh? Trying to avoid all the way down there. So, yep, hopefully those... I am hoping that was the worst, but we'll see what's next. Okay, so it's a big Yui. I came from those mountains. Came down there. U-turned at the very end, at the bottom. And then now I'm headed straight up this to a mountain pass, so yep. It's almost 4 o'clock, so I want to get to the mountain pass. Hopefully a little further. The location that I really wanted to get, it's still probably like 7 miles, so I don't know if I'll be able to get to there, but it's been a rough day. So not a rough day, but like hard, you know, physically hard, not like I messed up yesterday. Yesterday was beating myself up, so alright, gonna keep... Haven't recorded at all today, but because I've been so busy climbing, but yep, that is snow up here. Gotta get down. Hello everyone. So I didn't record a lot during kind of like the middle part of this last section, and that was just because I was like having to put really close attention to the trail and to make sure, like, just for safety reasons, that I made sure that I was very aware. So I was very focused for like about, well, the entire trail was very focused, but about 2.5 days, 3.5 days really required me to really be in it. So there's not a lot of content for those days. So I was going to show you what I had to use during those days so that I can make it through some of the passes, and so that I can not, so I didn't have to slip or how to find a way through the snow. But additionally, I was trekking through like about like waist deep, almost snow up to here, and sometimes, so it looked like it was snow, and then I would like sink in, even if people had already gone by and they had like left a mark, and sometimes the snow was just so ready to melt that it was that I would sink in even further. So that took a lot of energy getting out of those. It's called post-holing, but it's pretty much a whole body workout, and sometimes it was like miles, or like it adds up after a while. And so it was initially supposed to take me about 4.5 days, which I knew that would be unreasonable, because I knew I was going to have to really significantly slow down. It ended up taking about a whole 6 days by the time I made it to where I got a hitch, but that last 6th day I only hiked 3 miles down from like the Wolf Creek Pass. So about 5 days I think is really what it took me, so about half a day longer than what I originally expected. I don't think I could have pushed that night prior, so I think 5.5, so a whole day longer than what I expected. Good thing I had enough food if I needed it, and then water was readily available. But let me show you, this is called crampons. I know it's such like a weird word, but, and so this, I use it on my tennis shoes or my like sneakers or whatever you guys call it, but it tells you like that's the back, this is the front, and then once it's all tied up, the bottom of the shoe now has this like spikes, and those spikes really cling on to the ice or snow and make it help with getting a lot more traction. My shoes have a pretty good traction either way, but with that on ice or snow, it's really good. Some people were carrying ice axes. I don't know how to use an ice axe, so I guess the rule is if you don't know how to use it, it's more dangerous than carrying it, plus it would be more weight. I didn't carry it because of the weight, I just didn't carry it because I've never used one. So, and the majority of the people that went through this section, the red section that I just went through, I would say when I was going through, didn't have an ice axe either. Maybe 10% did, but the majority had crampons for sure. And so yeah, sorry I didn't record that much during those days. I'm gonna try to do better, but sometimes I just gotta focus because I am not a multitasker. But yeah, so on top of that, so this added a little bit more weight to my base because I picked these up in Chama. My sister sent them to me there. And so I will likely be carrying those until probably Breckenridge, Colorado, or after Lake City, which is 2 more towns from here. But yeah, talk to you soon.